What is up, guys? Watching Cape Stunts here. So I'm Jethro and I'm going to be talking about Traceur. What is a Traceur? So a Traceur is pretty much just a parkour athlete. It's somebody who practices parkour, somebody who does parkour, or free running, sometimes even tricking. Can be any of those sorts of things. Now, that's pretty much just the explanation of what a Traceur is. But there's a few things that a Traceur should probably try to uphold when they're out and about doing things, and I wanted to just talk about that kind of a thing with you guys. One of the first things is respect. So when you're going out and you're doing parkour, it is a very, very good idea to go and respect the people. Well, to respect the people who are around you in your environment. Probably wouldn't go out and just start doing parkour right next to somebody. That would probably weird them out, and they'd be a little worried about what you're trying to do. The other thing is doing parkour on somebody else's property, or if somebody comes to you and asks you to stop doing parkour. If it's public property, obviously you're allowed to keep doing it until security comes along. When security comes along, even then, just explain to them what you're doing. That'll help you a lot. It will let the security understand what you're doing. They'll understand, okay, what you're doing, you've trained for. Just be kind to people. When you're out and about, make eye contact with people, talk to people, get people to join in with what you're doing if you can. Doing that kind of a thing will really help to just get people to see parkour in a better light. Because a lot of people see it and they're kind of like, ooh, you're gonna get hurt. I mean, I was doing like a 4-foot pre-gap, not even very big, and some guy walked past and said, oh, hey buddy, don't do it that way, there's concrete that side, rather do it to the sand, because if you trip you're gonna hurt yourself. And obviously I've been training for for a few years. I've been training for this kind of a thing. I won't just fall or hurt myself. That's not the kind of thing that happens when you've been doing it this long. If somebody really gets persistent, just respect them. If they tell you that they're just getting a little nervous, or they start getting really upset, rather just leave it. Although they might upset you, it is best to just leave it be, okay? It can be really irritating. Me and a couple of friends were busy doing some parkour on a wall outside of school, and a very short wall, probably like half my height, and the security guy was there and he was like, hey, stop it, don't do that anymore, you're gonna break the wall. And I mean, it's a brick wall and it's like 3 bricks wide. Okay, maybe 1 brick wide, that's 1 brick wide. It's 1 brick wide, and I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll stop, we'll move on to further on down, but it's really not going to do anything. And that's the sad part, is people don't realize what the limits actually are, because they have never gone there. Well, you don't want to go over those limits at all. Never go over the limit. Do things safely. Work your way up to doing things. Don't just run in and kind of do stuff. We've seen a lot of guys do that and they hurt themselves, and the reason they hurt themselves is because they don't train, they don't have the awareness for what their body is doing and where it is. And if you say you're doing parkour and there's this beautiful white painted wall and it looks absolutely amazing for whatever you're going to do it on, or it's just something that's going to get dirty if you run up it with your shoes on or whatever. Seriously guys, if you're going to do that kind of a thing, at least clean it up when you're okay? There's people who have done this before. It's not like it's going to be weird. You go and you do something, the wall gets dirty, clean it up. People will really appreciate it, and if they're people who were a little nervous about what you were doing before, they will most likely respect you after that, because they've seen how you actually care for the people's property that you're doing stuff on. You want to be nice to the people around you, because let's be honest, they see it, it's new, it's scary, they think you're going to get hurt. They're either nervous because they think they'll get sued, or because they think you might get hurt, right? One of those two things. And the thing is, if somebody does something super dumb and they fall off something and go to hospital, that's their fault. That's not the fault of whoever it is that they owns the property. This is just a dumb thought. So what I'm saying is, just be nice. You want to be attractive. We want parkour to look attractive to people. Parkour is something we want more people to do it, because it has great benefits as far as health and fitness go. We don't want to go around making it look like parkour is some sort of a thing that gangsters are doing. I mean, let's be honest. Big group of people doing parkour, walking around, mostly teenagers and young adults. They're walking around doing crazy stuff. It looks kind of like a gang. And we don't want that. We want to have an appealing look to it while doing parkour. Let us know what you thought about this kind of thing. Do you want to see more discussions? Do you want to see more of the tutorials? What is it that you like most about this channel? Let us know in the comments below. If there's anything that you think isn't really working, or you find that you're clicking off our videos too early, tell us why. We really want to get more feedback from you as the community. We want to get to know you guys, and we've also got on Reddit, you can check out Stunts. We've got now every time a video comes up, we're going to post it up there, and we will see you guys in the next video, which will be up in the corner here. Alright, so we'll see you in that video, and remember to subscribe.